Hey there, it's Dean. Welcome back. This is the Hip Essentials Flow workout. So if you're viewing this, you should already know most of the poses that go into this. This is building on top of the Hip Strength Essentials workout. All right, let's get going. You're going to start on your side, and we're going to work on some muscle activation exercises for your legs. So I'm going to have you lie down with your hips and your chest facing straight out to the side. You can rest your arm however you'd like. Cross your left leg over the right leg, drive your right leg forward, straighten your leg, and then squeeze your right thigh toward the inner left thigh. Just 5 seconds, squeezing tight, and then releasing down. Let it relax all the way, and squeeze back up. Make sure you're not moving the ankle at all, just moving the thigh, squeezing it as high as you can, getting that muscle tight, and then releasing back down. And again, a couple more. Make sure the toes face straight out. Press your leg forward as much as you can. Squeeze it up a little bit higher. Tighten your leg. Release down. And again, squeeze up. So this is all about getting this muscle active. So it's strengthening the inner thigh, but also getting all of those muscle fibers turned on. Release. Last one. Squeeze up. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little more. And release down. All right, shake that out. And now stacking your left leg back on top of the right, squeezing the left leg up, holding it for a few seconds, getting the outer thigh and the glute active, squeezing, 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 and then releasing back down, letting it relax, and then coming back up, squeezing, driving that leg forward, keeping the toes facing straight out, squeezing, and release down. Just a couple more of those. Make sure that your hips stay facing straight out to the side. Make sure that you're lifting it straight up, keeping your abs tight, even, and then releasing down. Back up. Really pressing that heel forward, squeezing the outer part of your hip. So getting as much muscle, as much burn as you can in your outer hip. Release down. One more. Press the heel forward, reach your toes back, squeeze your hip. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and release. All right. Switching sides, so just go ahead and turn over. Now on your left side, cross your right leg over, and then press your left heel forward, squeeze your left thigh toward the inner right thigh. So just squeezing that leg up, keeping the leg straight, keeping your hips facing straight out, and then release. Keep going. Again, toes reaching back, heel pressing forward, leg squeezing up as high as you can, and release. Again. So 3 more. And again, our goal is just getting that inner thigh as tight as you can, making those muscles active, turning them on, getting them ready for the workout. Release down. More than muscle activation, this is actually building strength as well. So we're building muscle in these areas, and we're also going to turn on those muscle fibers for the full body movements we're going to do. All right, one more. Release. Come back up. Again, toes face out, heel drives forward, leg a little bit higher, squeeze, and release. All right, other side, or other leg, stack the right leg on top, squeeze your right leg up, keep your hips facing straight out to the side, keep your abs tight to help balance, and release down. Relax totally, and come back up. Reach your toes back toward your shin, make the outer hip engage, so squeeze that hip up. You don't need to squeeze the leg up too high. Just get it to the point where you feel this outer hip engage. And then release. Keep going. 3 more. And again, just about 5 seconds on each one. Just turning on the outer hip, getting those muscle fibers active, getting your body ready. Release. A couple more. Reach the toes back. Drive your leg forward. So make this leg as long as you can. Squeeze the thigh. And release. Last one. Squeeze up. Tighten your hip, squeeze your glute a little higher, and release. All right, now I'm going to have you flip over onto your back, and we're going to do single hand or single leg to hands. So bring your left leg straight out in front of you, bring your right leg back, and then press your hand into your thigh as much as you can. Push your thigh back into your hand, hands into your thighs. You can relax your head onto the ground, and then just really push. And then from here, I want you to kind of move the leg forward, so allow your hands to win. And then push your hands back with your thigh, so now letting your thigh win. So we're moving with this. Just a couple of more of these, moving down, away from your shoulders, pushing, resisting with the thigh, pressing with the hands, and then allowing the thighs to win, pushing your thighs toward your shoulder, resisting with your hands, and making this difficult for the hip flexor. One more. Moving the thigh away, still driving into the hands, and then pushing back. Tightening that hip flexor, getting the core active. All right, then bring that leg out. We're going to switch sides. Hands to your left thigh now. Push into the left thigh. Press your left thigh back into your hands. You can keep your shoulders, your head relaxed on the ground. Push a little bit harder. Squeeze, push, push, push. And then start to drive your thigh away from your shoulder, pushing it back, resisting with the hands, and then pressing into your hands, bringing your knee toward your shoulder, pressing the knee toward the shoulder, getting it closer, 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 and then going away. So this push and pull is going to help you strengthen that hip flexor. So we're moving. Instead of just staying still, we're adding a little bit of a moving element to this. And when you move the thigh away from you, so go ahead and push the thigh away from you, that signals to the body that it's not strong enough. So when you're doing this negative motion, it tricks your body into thinking that you're failing, and that's going to help you get stronger. Push the thigh into your hand, so bringing it toward the shoulder, resisting, push, just 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. All right, both legs now, so bring both legs in, push your hands into your thighs as hard as you can, 15 seconds. Pretend you're holding something between your legs, so lightly squeeze your legs toward one another. Push even harder with the hands. Push harder with the legs, just 5 seconds. Tighten your abs. 3, 2, 1, and then release. Woo. All right, let's go ahead and move up to standing. We're going to do some donkey kicks from here. So find a wall. We're going to work on turning on your glutes. So hands against the wall. Feet about shoulder width distant apart. And then bring your right leg up. Squeeze your heel toward your butt. And press your right leg up and over. Hold it for about 5 seconds. Pressing the heel up and over. Pressing down through the left foot too. Tightening your abs. And then release. Switch sides. Heel in. Left leg up. Press up and over. Squeeze your glutes. Tighten your abs to protect your spine. A little bit higher, and then release. Keep going. Heel toward your butt, squeeze, and then press your leg up and over, squeezing your glute. Tightening, 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 squeeze, and release. Other side. Left leg in, press it up and over, squeeze your glute. You should be getting this part of your hip as tight as possible, feeling that burn there, and releasing down. Keep going, right leg, press it up, squeeze your heel in, push the heel up a little bit higher, keep your abs tight, protect your spine, and release. Other side, squeeze in, press up, maybe exhaling to help you push, and then releasing down. Right leg, one more each side, right heel pressing up, opening up the hip lightly to the outside, and releasing down. Last one, squeeze the heel in, push your heel up, tighten your glute even more, open up the hip a little bit higher, squeeze your glute, and release. All right, so hips are really warm by now. We've done inner thighs, outer thighs, backs of your thighs, and the fronts of your hips as well. We're gonna go straight into a lunge from here. So feet are about 6 inches apart. Take a big step back with your left foot, lower the knee down, or you can also just start from a tabletop position, step the right foot up, and do that instead. Legs squeeze toward one another. We already know this. We've been over this. Push your right hip down. Push down through your right foot. Lift your ribs up, so get nice and tall. If that hurts, you can also lean forward here. Feel free to use a block if bending your back hurts, and you can just stay down here like this. Or if you're feeling confident and strong here, you can also go into this position, lifting your chest up, stacking the shoulders on the hips. Go ahead and bring your arms up And just a couple breaths here. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the hips. And again, keep squeezing the legs toward one another. So my right heel squeezes back, left knee squeezes forward. Right foot really presses down hard into the ground, particularly in the heel. All right, from here we're going to move into a runner's lunge. So don't change your legs at all. Just bring your hands to the block, and then I want you to tuck your back toes and lift the knee. Keep squeezing your legs toward one another. And then if you're feeling confident here, remove your hands away from the block and just support yourself for a couple breaths. Don't lift your chest up. Try to keep a straight line from your heel, your back heel, to your head. Tighten the abs. Give this one more breath. Keep squeezing the legs toward one another. And then slowly release down.